Previously on Above the Line.
But now that the Cougars are back in, ready to play, things are getting really dicey here for the Broncos. We head on into Game 3 to see if they can put it away or at least get themselves up to match point for the Cougars do. Now, to decide it all, Boise State still needs one goal to win. And they find it! What a shot by Wuzy in midfield! So well aimed just off the bumper of the defender.
With the leaves starting to turn and the season in full swing, the Boise State esports players are setting into sweater weather and the regular season. Still more than a month away from traveling to the CECC Western Regional, the Broncos have other business to attend to, namely their Mountain West schedule and the Power Esports Conference. Boise State is part of the first of its kind scheduling alliance of Division I FBS schools, football powerhouses that also have strong esports programs. The 8 universities that make up the PEC are Michigan State, Ohio State, USC, Oklahoma, Nebraska, Kansas, Syracuse, and Boise State. The teams compete in 4 game titles against the same school each week. Dr. Joey Goriziak is the Syracuse University Esports Director. He explains what the PEC is about and what they aim to do.
Yeah, the PEC is technically it's a scheduling alliance in a way that builds on traditional athletic and especially football rivalries that students understand on college campuses. And we have a week of competition at a time against each school to really build on those more traditional rivalries. So 14 total weeks of competition, 7 in the fall, 7 in the spring. Rocket League, Valorant, Overwatch 2, Smash Brothers are the games that we get to compete in against each of these schools on those given weeks to really build on those more traditional rivalries.
Like college football that culminates in a football playoff to determine a national champion, the 8 schools of the PEC are on a collision course for Las Vegas. Dr. Goriziak explains.
It's really cool that we're able to provide a world-class facility for an in-person championship at the end of the year. We have this round-robin regular season that will build into an in-person championship with some of the biggest brands in not only esports, but the biggest brands in college in Las Vegas in early April, so that students have the chance to compete on one of the biggest stages in esports. So we're really excited that we are able to work with the HyperX Arena in Vegas to bring this world-class kind of competition to a world-class venue to have a really unique championship in person by the time April rolls around.
With their sights fixed on setting themselves up for a Vegas championship, the Broncos have a daunting opponent in Syracuse in Week 1, a tough matchup. First up is Rocket League, and the players are amped and ready to go.
Well, Boise State is looking to make a strong statement to start out the PEC. Back corner, Durtho pinches off the ceiling, gets a whole lot of ground off that one. Pushed off to the side by Syracuse. And now dropping right down in front.
This is such a much better game out of Syracuse here, looking to go again. Wuzy with the double tap to finish it out. 2 seconds left on the clock, going 3-1. But, I mean, even with it being 3-1, that's still saying something about Syracuse. They were able to hold it so much closer, but, I mean, Boise State with the push up, double off the sidewall, goes towards net. Is he gonna be there? He's not.
I didn't know where you were. I just heard
those reads are so hard to make, and Durtho makes it look easy.
Oh, it's in.
Just perfect aim right there.
That's all I have. I'm right. Oh, damn. I was committed to something else.
Nice. I have first.
I'm net 30 on.
And
waiting.
And a closeout to Game
yeah.
3 with Boise State leading 5-3. The shots on goal still being the Broncos' strong suit. And as we can see them up on stage, I mean, it's just another day at work for them. You would
Up
never
next, the
think.
Overwatch team takes on the Orange.
Welcome to the Boise State Esports Arena, and tonight we kick off our PEC season in Overwatch. Don't have really any time to push as a full team, so it's desperation tactics. Moving onto the field, they're going to wall off that Deadeye, and that's the point captured. All done and dusted, a hop, skip, and a jump, and a first-round win.
After graduating 4 starters, including 2 All-Americans last year, the Broncos are in a rare rebuilding year. Doc is confident they can return to dominance with the freshman phenom Strider, or Cannon Miller, and veteran Clear, Jonathan Foraker, but because of both players' professional commitments, the squad has not had much time to develop. This leads to
Stay alive
mistakes.
for so long, and we know how much damage you can pump out.
So what looked to be a possible sweep, you know, you didn't join us for the beginning of the match, but I said right before we went on, Boyd Doc said, how about we sweep this in 3 maps? Oh, no, 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 Syracuse says. They wag their finger right in Boise State's face. If they can win this last match, they've got this orbital ray to help them be tanky as well. And Lyric just falling time and time again to the Pulsars is just making Boise State unable to fight these team fights in any meaningful way. Strider doing the best he can to bring it back to the Dragon Lake, but they do not touch the payload, and Syracuse upsets Boise State in Kings Row. Might not see any sort of clean sweep here, but maybe Boise State does have that secret sauce. Frost comes in fourth, a flank around the streetcar, trying to land it against the Cassidy. Azer heads down as Diamond Dog gets the final hit. Pulse grenade thrown onto speed glasses. Lunar bites the dust thanks to these minefields, which have just been hidden every single time. And Boise State gets the win on New Queen Street. Maybe Boise State just isn't as battle-hardened on that. There's just so much up in the air, but a lot is riding on this next Flashpoint round.
Yeah, for all we know, they could have been spending a lot of time working on New Junk City just to surprise the enemy team. So this could be an excellent play.
That's a very bad time for that Juno to jump onto the high ground. Now this Genji is trying to do all he can to stall this out, but it's not enough against the full force of the Broncos. Celebration Ultimates out. They have won their first PEC match.
Wow, that last game was impressive.
Pulling out their first win as a team, Overwatch hands the reins to Smash.
Just looking for those opportunities to knock upwards. Yoshi really wants to hit Pyramithra up as far as they can. And we can see it right there. 1-2, Syracuse in the lead with 2 stocks. Only issue is now Boise State is at 106% on their final stock. Final stock for both teams, but Boise State has a huge uphill battle now.
You can't really get hit by any straight hit here, or it's just momentum or just an instant death. And there we see it right there.
With that, oh, yep, almost thought we were getting faked out for a second, but the game went for the special knockout. With that, Syracuse takes the first match. Pretty easy for them to get back, we can see that. But Syracuse doesn't want to let him off the ledge right now, just keeping up the pressure with the Gordos. Knocks him out, takes his stock, 2-1.
137.
Yeah, but as we said, Boise State's got 2 stocks to deal with, and Syracuse has 1, and they don't need to save them for another round. It's all in.
Yeah.
And with that, Boise State is able to turn it around, bring it 1-1, bringing it to the 3rd match.
Smash has played 1v1, but in a format called Crew Battles, where teams of 4 compete 1 by 1 until a player has used up their 3 lives, called stocks. First team to take 12 stocks wins the crew battle.
Off the ledge, knock him out, and keep it going. And so as we can see, looks like this will not be a change. It's going to be DDD versus Yoshi. The very last round in this match. Once again, 3-1. The uphill battle of the century for Boise State in their first game. Syracuse going in swinging immediately, 8% on DDD. Both going straight out. The Gordo gets reflected, 25, 34, 53% on DDD. Already a devastating amount of damage on 1 stock. He's not out of it yet, though. Oh. Sorry. All right.
That might be.
Despite a tough start, Smash falls to Syracuse. A great win for the Orange, but a tough loss for the Broncos. Coach K has taken a special interest in the Smash team and community. Getting them to prepare properly for matches against other schools is different than weekly friendlies and tournaments. If they're going to have the season she hopes for, they'll need a strong showing.
They are trying to change their play style to better suit the feedback that they've gotten. We'll get to see dividends on for each of the individual players as time goes on, and I'm pretty excited. It's been pretty rewarding so far.
Valorant needs a dominant performance against the Orange to make an opening statement.
As all of Syracuse jumping out from hookah, Master gets the first, and the cross.
After almost dropping map 1 after an amazing comeback by Syracuse and narrowly winning 13-10, the Broncos are finding it difficult to close out map 2.
I'm flanking. They're going B.
All right, go back to that. Okay, I'm blinding. Ready? Blinding in 3, 2, 1, go.
Syracuse all looking the other direction as we see Sova looking for an opportunity to pick someone off. Neon's going to try and push up. Not able to, though, with the Cypher cage there.
Lots of utility onto that spike.
Huge standstill here. The defuse is going to go through. Prestige is going to try it. Sova's gonna push through, tries to take out Omen, succeeds, and Syracuse is able to get the win.
Valorant is like football in that there are set plays the team practices and runs. When the opponent makes those plays tough, players call audibles to try and get the advantage. Communication and timing are key. Every player has to do their job.
And I'm really excited to see how Boise State utilizes Deadlock with their set plays.
Doing the Sova play or no? Or no? Sorry,
I don't know. We're
I'm
just
gonna try to get
fighting.
your ult in mid.
Okay. Up.
Smoking elbow, smoking elbow.
Three elbow. Raise room bang. Can you come through, Austin?
Yep.
Care of everything. Daimyo holding strong, gets the first, but
Nice.
he's traded.
Sova.
Now Skelos is
Nice.
in a weird position.
I'm running main.
He's willing to just take the fight, and T0, he's the last one alive, and he's noted. Oh, Sky's good
He's able
angle.
to take it out, yep.
That's what I like to see.
Bring the boom bot in.
Man on the bomb.
It's taken
Daimyo
out.
gets it.
Wow.
It's all up to one. Can he get the defuse? It's going to come down to this. Daimyo 4K to close out the series.
And with that, Boise State is able to take the map.
With the win, the Valorant team can take this close call and learn from it. Coach K will help them focus not just on the outcome, but the process. The Broncos believe that it's a mistake to focus on the outcomes alone. It's the process of improving every day, with wins or with losses, that determine the outcome of a season. They'll review the video from this match to teach them how to be better. They'll use what they learned from this match to get better every day. As Doc says,
we don't get the team we want, we get the team we build.